And that brings us to the books of 1st and 2nd Samuel.
Ah, yes, Samuel, Israel's godly king.
No, Buck. Samuel isn't Israel's godly king.
Well then, who was he?
Can I sing now?
What? Oh, it's you. In a, is that a submarine?
Yeah, it's my pirate sub. I've been waiting down here for a chance to sing something, but you won't stop yakking.
But we haven't said anything new yet. We've been reviewing.
You mentioned 1st and 2nd Samuel. I could sing about them.
Do you know anything about those?
Sure I do. I went to Bible college until they discovered I was a pirate and kicked me out.
But you're a law-abiding pirate.
Their policy did not make that distinction. Besides, I failed chapel.
How could anyone fail chapel?
Not the point. Fine, I'll sing something unrelated. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
All right, sing something about 1st and 2nd Samuel.
Ha! I thought you'd never ask. Oh, gather round, kids, and hear me sing all about Israel's godly king. See what good this guy can bring in the books of 1st and 2nd Samuel. Israel is a nasty mess. Just read Judges and get depressed. A king could help them pass the test in the books of 1st and 2nd Samuel. That's the books of 1st and 2nd Samuel. Hey!
Now the pirate has a submarine. Sort of reminds me of that singing group, the Beatles.
They had a submarine?
Yes, yellow. They all lived in it.
I did not know that.
They invaded America and kidnapped Ed Sullivan.
All in their yellow submarine?
All in their yellow submarine.
How do you know so much?
Wikipedia. It's all true, too.
Amazing.
So if Samuel isn't the godly king, who is he?
Samuel is the last of Israel's judges. He's also a prophet.
What? A prophet? Someone God uses to deliver messages to people.
Like a mailman for God.
Male person.
Right, sorry.
Yep, Samuel was a prophet, and a very important prophet because God used him to find and help Israel's king.
Right, and we learned in the last show that Israel's godly king is the great-grandson of Ruth and Boaz, King David.
So Samuel finds King David.
No, not at first anyway. David wasn't ready to be king yet. He was just a kid. But the Israelites got impatient. They wanted a king now.
Why the big rush?
Israel had a new enemy in town. The meanest bunch of fellas they'd ever seen. They were called the Philistines.
Oh, the Philistines were big and mean and tall and strong and hairy. The toughest dudes you ever seen. To Israel, they look scary. So they said to Samuel, here's the thing, it's time for us to have a king with crown and robe and fancy ring, riding high upon the saddle. He'll lead us into battle.
Clive, where'd the Philistines come from?
Ian, the slide, please.
Righto.
Ian, it's upside down.
Sorry.
Right. The Philistines were a group of people who arrived in Canaan from the sea around 1100 BC. Archaeologists today believe they came from the island of Crete. They were tough, aggressive, and good at making weapons from iron, which was new at the time. They gave the Israelites lots of trouble.
Couldn't God handle the Philistines?
Of course he could. God promised to help Israel with all their enemies if they would trust him and follow his directions.
Which they did not.
Not at all.
Correct. They tried to fight the Philistines without God's help, and they got whooped.
So instead of turning to God, they asked for a king?
Yep, they thought they'd do better if they had someone big and impressive leading them into battle.
More big and impressive than God?
I know, kinda crazy.
Kinda nuts.
So God gave them what they were asking for. He had Samuel pick a guy named Saul, who was really tall and really impressive, and he became Israel's king.
So Samuel went and crowned a king, a feller named Saul. His royal look was just the thing, and man, that guy was tall. His arms were strong, his hair was thick, he whooped the Philistines right quick. King Saul, they cried, is mighty slick. We're glad that he succeeded, a king is what we needed.